Hi friends, this is Mhommad Abbas, Maka. I am hoping that you are enjoying our channel. If you are enjoying our channel, so subscribe. If you are newcomer, so subscribe our channel. So today my topic is the China. Before starting the video, if you don't have subscribed our channel, subscribe. Give a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and leave the comment. So friends,
China, officially the People's Republic of China, is a country in East Asia. It is the world's most populous country, with a population of around 1.428 billion in 2017. Now it's crossed 1.65 billions in 2020, covering approximately 9.6 million square kilometers. It is the world's third or fourth largest country by area.
China have also a huge history. I am going to tell you about it.
The earliest known written record of the history of China date from an early as 1250 BC, from the Shang dynasty, 1646 BC. During the King Wuding's reign, who was mentioned as the 21st Shang king of the same. Ancient historical texts such as the Book of Documents, early chapter 11th century BC, the record the Grand Historian 100 BC, and the Bamboo Annals 296 BC mention and describe a shore density 2070 to 1600 BC before the Shang, but no writing is known from the period. And Shang writings don't indicate the existence of Liao. The Shang ruled the Yellow River Valley, which is commonly held to be the cradle of Chinese civilization. However, Neolithic civilization originated at various cultural centers along both the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. These Yellow River and Yangtze civilizations arose millennia before the Shang, with thousands of years of continuous history. China is one of the world's oldest civilizations and is regarded as one of the cradles of civilizations. The Zhou dynasty, 1046 to 256 BC, supplanted the Shang. They introduced the concept of a mandate of heaven. To justify their rule, the central Zhou government began to weaken due to external and internal pressures in the 8th century BC, and the country eventually splintered into smaller states. During the spring-autumn period, these states became independent and bound with one another in the following varying states period. Much of traditional Chinese culture, literature, and philosophy first developed during those troubled times. In 221 BC, Qin Shi Huang conquered the various vying states and created for himself the title of Hongdi, Emperor, again making the beginning of impartial China. However, the oppressive government fell soon after his death and was supplemented by the longer-lived Han dynasty, 2006 BC to 220 AD. Successive dynasties developed bureaucratic system that enabled the emperor to control vast territories directly in 21st century from 206 BC. Until AD 1912, routine administrative tasks were handled by a special elite of scholar officials, young men, well versed in calligraphy, history, literature, and philosophy, were carefully selected through difficult government examinations. China's last dynasty was the Qing, 1644 to 1912. Which was replaced by the Republic of China in 1912, and then in the mainland by the People's Republic of China in 1949. Chinese history has alternated between period of political unity and peace, and periods of war and failed statehood. The most recent being the Chinese Civil War 1927 to 1949. China was occasionally dominated by steppe people, most of whom were eventually assimilated into the Han Chinese culture population. Between eras of multiple kingdom of worlds, Chinese dynasties have ruled part of all China. In some areas control state as Swara, Qi, and Tibet as a present traditional culture and influence from other parts of Asia and Western world. Carried waves of immigration, cultural assimilation, expansion, and foreign contact from the basis of the modern culture of China.
China has also a very rich culture. I'm going to tell you about it.
Chinese culture. Chinese culture is one of the world's oldest cultures, tracing back to thousands of years ago. Important components of Chinese culture includes ceramics, architecture, music, literature, martial arts, cuisine, visual arts, philosophy, and religion. Ethnic groups. Officially, there are 56 recognized ethnic groups in China, Han Chinese being the largest group. Many ethnic groups, though merge into Han identity, have maintained distinct linguistic and regional cultural traditions. Even within ethnic group, there are probably diverse group of people. Various group of the Maya minority, for example, speak different dialects of the Heman Maya language, Thai cattle languages, and Chinese, and practices a variety of different culture customs. Typically, each minority group has their own customs, festival and customs. For example, various marriage customs are found among different minority groups. There is actually a museum that features marriage customs of ethnic groups, Guizhou Museum of Marriage. Second main part of their culture is religion. Confucianism, Taoism, later joined by Buddhism, constitute the three teachings that historically have shaped Chinese culture. There are no clear boundaries between their interwalled religious system, which don't claim to be exclusive, and elements of each enrich popular or folk religion, folk or popular religion. The most widely spread system of beliefs and practices has evolved under adopted since at least Shang and Zhou dynasty. During the period, fundamental elements of a theology and spiritual explanation for the nature of the universe emerged. Basically, it consists in allegiance to the Shen, a character that signifies a variety of gods and immortals, who can be detailed of the universe, natural environment of ancient principles of human group. Concepts of civility, culture heroes, many of whom feature in Chinese mythology and history. Recent survey estimate that some 80% of Han Chinese practical some kind of Chinese folk religion, and Taoism is 10 to 16%, and Buddhists are 3 to 4%, and Christians, and 1 to 2% are Muslims. Another component of Chinese culture is Chinese medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine is built on fundamental of more than 2,500 years of Chinese medical practice. That includes various forms of herbal medicines, acupuncture, massage, exercise, and dietary therapy. This philosophy is based on Yin-ism, the combination of five phases theory with Yin-Yang theory, which was later absorbed by Taoism. In general disease is perceived in disharmony or imbalance in the functions or in interaction of Yan medicines, etc. between the human body and environment. A therapy is based on which pattern of disharmony can be identified. Today, traditional Chinese medicine is widely used in China and has become increasingly prevalent in Europe and North America. And another interesting component of their culture is Chinese family. Family has been a key component in society for thousands of years of China. Today, many aspects of Chinese life can be titled on honoring one's parent and or ancestors because of the focus on family. It is common for Chinese even men fully grown with children of their own to have many living generations of a family living under the same roof. Amazingly, Chinese family structure has traditionally been rigid and hierarchical. Many parents and grandparents now still expect their children and grandchildren to do as they are old. They are taught. Now many Chinese families face challenges and contradiction to the old way of life that threatens its traditional stability. Many young workers have been drawn to bigger cities in the more prosperous region in the China to find better job with higher salaries. The young workers tend to send part of their salary to their parents who may still reside in the small towns with much lower salaries. However, as they reaches 30 years old, they face increasing pressures from their parents to marry and move back to their hometown.
So if you like our videos, give a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave comment. Thank you friends for watching.